Okay, welcome back to another flight with Call Sign Scooter here in my custom-made, whatever it's called, uh, flight simulator simple economy. Today's flight, it is just delivering some local business goods from Waynesville here, and then going to be in Cynthiana, Kentucky. So going south today, going across the river. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with the walk around. Actually, let's just check the sound for the flaps. All right. Sounds good. Okay, the control surfaces just seem to be, I thought they were moving on their own. Right. Flap is good. Aileron is good. Looking okay. That done. Ooh, looks like we're running a little low on fuel there. May just have to do both tanks today. Gonna remove chocks and then also the brake. I forgot because I paid for brakes, so we're going to go ahead and fix that. Excellent. Back to the walk around. It's been sitting just, I think, for 2 days right now. Yeah. Looking good. No chips or anything. Propeller, engine well looks good. Front wheel looks good. Radiator looks good. Let's check oil levels. It was just below 9 quarts and it's starting to get down to 8 quarts. So I may start thinking about adding more oil, but it looks fine. And then, yeah, the oil quality looks good as well. You can still kind of see through the liquids. Okay, kind of low over here as well, so probably around the same. We'll probably have to fill up in Cynthiana. They should have fuel there as well. At pitot, and then checking that the stall warning tab is free. Okay. Aileron good. Alright. Tight. Static pitot clear. Tie down. Stabilator. Rudder. Okay. Very nice. Other static pitot is clear. Okay. My stuff. And then the goods that we're going to be delivering. Cool deal. Let's get back in the cockpit. Close the door. Lock. Let's get into the checklist. So pre-flight's done, passenger done, seatbelt's done, control lock removed. Parking brake confirmed, set. Gear switch confirmed down. Radios confirmed off. Flaps up. Okay. Flaps are up, radios. Autopilot master off. Avionics master is off. All electrical switches are off. Yes. All circuit breakers as well are in. Turn the rotating beacon on. Engine start. Fuel selection. We'll keep it on the right for now and see the levels, and then we'll probably just switch to both. Okay, mixture, full rich. Crack the throttle a little bit. Propeller pitch full forward. Carb heat confirmed off. Master switch on. And prime the fuel lines and see if we get fuel pressure. And also making sure that the fuel pump works. Yes, okay. Yeah, I knew it. These are moving on their own. Okay, that's me, but I kept seeing them twitch. So I think I'm going to just use the controller today. Okay, fuel pressure is good. Fuel pump off. Primer 1 to 5 strokes. We'll do 4. One more. Okay, mags to both. And prop area clear, and then we can get started. Okay. Clear prop. That was weird. All right. Okay. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure is looking a little on the high side. Let's make sure that it goes down. Battery is charging. Let's get the taxi up, and then let's get our master avionics turned on. Alright, lock the primer. Emitter has been checked. Radio's on. Transponder off. Altimeter is going to be set shortly. So the elevation here should be 955. We're at 100, so somewhere around there. Okay, that should be good enough. Hopefully the GPS will pick it up much quicker. Okay. Now that everything is good. Okay. Yeah, we'll just let it continue to draw from the right engine for right now. I may just have to what do you call? Adjust the sensitivity levels. Good. Man, it is taking considerably long time. Okay. For the GPS, longer than usual. Alright. That's what we're gonna do for 40 India. Enter, and then it's 0, 8, and then I. Or no, 0, I, 8. My bad. Vienna. Next red is on. So we're going to be taking off from runway 27, I think.
traffic Piper Zulu X-Ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 is taxiing to runway 27.
Brakes work, and the new brake has been installed. This is funny enough, this is actually where I would do my run-ups here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do run-ups. 2,000 RPM. All engine instruments are looking good. So we're gonna go ahead and test magneto. Left. Good drop. Back to both. Good. Right magneto. Good drop. Back to both. Carb heat. Good drop. Carb heat in. And we're gonna cycle the prop about 3 times. And one more. Alright, everything's looking good. Alright, let's announce that we're going to be taking off and we're going to depart to the south.
40 India traffic Piper Zulu X-Ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 taking off runway 27 south departure.
It should be. Yep. All right. We're going to turn the fuel pump on. Mixture full. Let's go ahead and turn and burn. Well, not really turn and burn, but you know what I mean. Tap the brakes because we have a good positive rate of climb. Gear up. So we're going to do 24, 24. And we can go ahead and turn fuel pump off. And go to our south departure. Get some right aileron trim in there. Let's also see if GPS map lines up. Looks like it. Maybe the GPS will be useful today. Yeah, let's get more right trim in. Okay, now I'm thinking GPS is whacked out. Maybe not. This plane definitely is like wanting to really climb for real. Alright, I think somehow GPS was fixed. Left aileron trim, now it's rolling to the right, or yeah, rolling to the right on its own. We'll go to 6,000.
Patterson traffic generic November 57901 Yankee is clear of the runway. Patterson traffic generic November 57901 Yankee is clear of the runway.
Okay, I think GPS is fixed. Left aileron trim. Nose down trim. Just slowly slowly taking out mixture. There it is. There we go. So we'll set it for economy there. A little bit more left aileron trim. Trying to trim it to get to level flight. So up ahead I can see the Ohio River, so once we cross the river we're not actually too far from Cynthiana. Yeah, it says we're about 20 minutes out. Now that we're flying and navigating just fine, getting some nose up trim, left aileron trim. Let's see about getting flight following for just a few minutes. So Cincinnati approach is 12100.
Cincinnati approach Piper Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 is type Piper Comanche 3 miles south of Oscar Hotel, 6,400 feet. Request flight following.
Piper Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8, Cincinnati approach. Squawk 4753. Cincinnati approach generic November 6029er X-ray 2,600 feet. Piper Bravo Romeo 8 radar contact 4 miles west of Oscar, India 406,400 feet. Altimeter 30.74. Generic November 6029er X-ray Cincinnati approach altimeter 30.74 radar contact continue.
Oh yeah, let's acknowledge the contact. I forgot about that.
Roger Piper Bravo Romeo 8.
Cincinnati approach generic November 9er tree 17 Alpha 6,200 feet. Generic November 9er tree 17 Alpha Cincinnati approach altimeter 30.74 radar contact continue.
Alright, so we're not going to see Cincinnati up close, but way out there we see kind of like the bend, short bend,
Resume on navigation.
right there. That bit of gray space way out in the distance, that should be Cincinnati.
Going to 135.575, generic 009er.
Alright, just one more check. Yeah. GPS looking good. Power settings are working well. Optimum. Trying to just get a nice little spot to aim for. I guess is that little, just to the left of that little curve in the river. Right there. It's kind of like where I'm trying to stay to the left of until I cross the river. Now, Cynthiana is actually one of my favorites. I randomly found it on, I think it was Sky Park. Sky Park was, had some sort of contract from like Columbus and then went all the way down to Cynthiana, and I flew that with the Cessna Skymaster. I think that was like my first flight with the Cessna Skymaster. So yeah, that was really cool, and came in around nighttime. Which now I'm thinking about it, the contract that I rolled up, I'm supposed to be flying kind of toward nighttime, and I forgot to change that. But whatever. Yeah, that's the view I like the best. So that should be, but, last 16 minutes. To see the elevation. I-8. Elevation is 1,700 or 1,700. 1,700 feet. 25 and 11. Or 29. 2911. So we'll probably be landing on runway 29. Just a couple more notches to right trim, right rudder trim. Okay. Finally, GPS is actually working. Oh my goodness. That makes me happy. Only reason I'm using Sky4Sim is to gauge my landings. And that's it.
Generic 29er X-ray traffic is 12 o'clock 4 miles at 700 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Must not be talking to me.
Generic 29er X-ray traffic in sight.
I think those are clouds over here. A very thin layer of clouds. And it's kind of getting hazy. Crossing into Kentucky.
Generic 29er X-ray traffic is 5 o'clock 2 miles at 700 feet.
How's my headset battery low already? Really been flying. Okay, let's get the backup.
Cincinnati approach generic November
Backup.
2472
Oh dear.
Bravo is type generic 5 miles south of Kilo India Sierra.
Alright,
Zulu
backup battery's
600
on.
feet. Request flight following.
So yeah, pitot heat is going to be on.
Generic November 2472 Bravo Cincinnati approach. Squawk 2621.
See, now this has next red, I think, right? No.
Generic 29er X-ray have the generic
Yeah,
in
so
sight.
CVG off to my right. You won't be able to really see it, but
Squawk
there's basically
2621,
Cincinnati and
generic
Newport.
72 Bravo. Generic 72 Bravo radar contact 3 miles southwest of Kilo India Sierra Zulu 1,600 feet. Altimeter 30.74.
Okay, so I need to descend. I'm about 6,500 feet, so I need to descend 5,000 feet.
November 3,300 feet.
So I'm gonna say
November 6117
Yeah, in about 2 minutes, I'll start my descent.
Decimal 74 radar contact continue. Roger, generic 72 Bravo.
I have no idea.
Bravo Romeo 8 traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at 5,600 feet generic. Report them in sight. Generic 62 Sierra traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at
Oh yeah, that's a thin layer of
2,400
clouds
feet
right there.
generic. Report them in sight.
I'm
Generic
pretty sure I saw a
17 Alpha
glint, so
traffic is 10
I'm gonna say
o'clock,
yeah.
2 miles at 6,200 feet Piper Comanche. Report them in sight.
Piper Bravo Romeo 8 have the generic in sight.
Generic 62 Sierra traffic in sight. Generic tree 4 Victor contact Indianapolis Center on 12 tree decimal 925.
I'm following this haze layer here.
Generic 17 Alpha have the Piper Comanche in sight. One two tree decimal 925 generic tree 4 Victor. Goodbye.
Alright, so we should be crossing the river, Ohio River. And I'm gonna go ahead and start my descent.
Generic 62 Sierra, contact Cincinnati, approach on 12 tree, decimal 875. Good day. One two tree, decimal 875, generic 62 Sierra. Goodbye. Cincinnati approach, generic November, 9er tree 17 Alpha. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Generic November, 9er tree 17 Alpha Cincinnati approach. Clear through the Bravo airspace. Generic 72 Bravo contact Columbus approach on 118 decimal 85. Good day.
I think I'm starting to see the town,
Clear through
small
Bravo
town of
airspace.
Cynthia.
Generic 17 Alpha.
Alright, and then once we get to our target altitude of 1,700 feet,
Generic 72 Bravo.
we'll be working on slowing it down to 120 miles per hour, or 120 knots. But yeah, this little bit that I'm looking at right now, that should be, oops, right here, that should be Cynthiana. And then the airport is like nestled right by some, basically a river, so I can't
Cincinnati
miss the
approach
runway.
generic November 2862 Sierra 5,300 feet. Generic November 2862 Sierra, Cincinnati approach altimeter tree 0, decimal 7 tree radar contact continue.
Actually, oh, CTAF is 122.8. Okay. Oops. Alright, so that's queued up, ready to go. One little, maybe a couple. Aileron trim to right here.
Generic 01, Mike, contact Lexington, approach on 120 decimal 15.
Alright, just now breaching
Cincinnati approach.
4,000 feet.
Generic November 6117 November. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Generic November 6117 November Cincinnati approach. Clear through the Bravo airspace.
Yeah, I can definitely tell we're getting pushed pretty good. Wind is at 292, so yeah, 29 is definitely going to be our runway for selection. Let's see, so we're going to be coming in from the north.
Clear through Bravo airspace. Generic 17 November. Generic 17 November traffic is 11 o'clock 4
So we
miles
want to
at
go to the
1,700
left
feet generic.
and whip around.
Report them in sight. Generic
So just
17
reaching
November
3,000
contact
feet.
Cincinnati approach on 119er, decimal 7. Good day. Cincinnati approach generic November 1759er, Delta 6,600 feet. Generic November 1759er, Delta Cincinnati approach altimeter tree 0 decimal 7 tree radar contact continue.
Now,
119er decimal
Kentucky,
7,
y'all.
generic 17 November. Goodbye.
We're in Kentucky. Alright. So the wind is seriously shifting now to 233 at 4 knots with gusts up to 8 knots. Boy, I love this little feature on the tablet. Alright. So we're going to start leveling off. Alright. And then this little radar is just telling me that there's, land kind of close by. Alright. Let's get our trim set. Because we're basically at our target altitude. Now all we're trying to do is just slow it down. Just gonna constantly just put little inputs of nose trim, nose up trim. Alright, now the wind's at 217. Okay. Let's cancel flight following. Don't need it anymore.
Cincinnati approach, Piper Bravo Romeo 8, cancel flight following.
Piper Bravo Romeo 8, Cincinnati approach cancellation received. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Alright. Very nice. Now, we are about 6 minutes away. Man, what happened to that wind? Yeah, definitely less than 10 miles visibility. At least out in front of me right now. It says, less
Cincinnati
than 15
approach,
gallons.
generic November 1759er, Delta.
Change the radio frequency. Turn the left wing tank on, let it run just for a couple minutes before I shut off the right. Just want to descend a little bit more. We somehow gained 200 feet. Ooh, it is hazy. I guess I could refer to this for the altimeter set it in inches. Mercury. Zoom in. It is 80 degrees in here. Get a little cooler. I didn't actually see the temperature for Kentucky today, so I don't know how warm it is down here. Because up north, it's like freezing. Cynthiana should be popping up here in just a moment. I think that it should be somewhere in those woods. Yeah, we're still going to select runway 29. Right now we're almost in a headwind. I mean, that's Cynthiana right there, dead ahead, and the airport's somewhere over here. Alright, just gonna give it a little bit of power, so we don't descend anymore. Now that we're on the approach, I'm going to turn on the fuel pump. Alright, yeah, so here's the lovely, lovely city, Cynthiana. Dead ahead. All out in the middle of the country, in the hollers. And then the airport should be right there. When I say right there, I mean like right in this area. That's where it should be. Right across this little creek. Maybe not. Here we go. So it's 186 now. I'm gonna do runway 11. It kind of really doesn't matter. But the way the way that the wind is moving. Yeah, see, there it is. There's the airport. So we're just gonna do a nice little flyby, and let's announce ahead of time that select runway for landing. Select runway 11. Full stop. And say our position.
0 India 8 traffic Piper Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 1 miles northwest 1,700 feet inbound to land runway 11.
We'll see if it's a good decision. Either way, it's going to be a direct crosswind. Hello, Kentucky. Okay. Now we just gotta make sure that we slow down. Right. Go ahead and turn to base.
0 India 8 traffic Piper Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 is on base runway 11.
And gear down. Ooh. Let's announce final.
0 India 8 traffic Piper Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 is on final runway 11 to land.
Second notch flaps. Full propeller pitch just in case we need to abort. Alright, so we got a nice crosswind. We just want to guide the nose with the rudder pedals. And then I think I'm going to do
Foxtrot Tango traffic generic November 4601 Mike 1 miles northeast 900 feet inbound to land runway 7.
ooh. Flaps up. This should be the turn off. Wasn't too bad of a direct crosswind landing at 2 knots, I guess. Oh, now it's clear the runway.
0 India 8 traffic Piper Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 is clear of the runway.
Okay. And as we're doing this, we're going to get our trim set to neutral. Cynthiana. Last time I landed here, it was pitch black. Oops. I think there's another turnoff up here, I want to say. I remember right. But yeah, last time I landed here, it was at night, and I could barely see the runway. It was crazy. Alright, one airport terminal, which I highly doubt it's 3 stories here. Okay, we don't need gas really right now. I think yeah. May just have to use both on the next flight. We'll see. Alright. I feel like there's a plane like directly ahead, but whatever. Brakes in, parking brake. We can let go of the brakes now. So after landing, let's see. Set, radio's off. Okay. Transponder off, radio's off, avionics master off, master switch off, throttle closed, and mixture idle cut off. Alright. Magnetos off. Cool. Control wheel secure. Alright, then get the tie downs. But before we go into that, I want to see how soft the landing was. As I prepare to get everything all ready to go. I don't care about this. What I care about is the pilot book. Did I get there? Nope, I want the pilot book. Here we are. Smoothness 133, way worse than Red Stewart. Nice flight path. The landing speed was at 43 knots. Look at that. Nice little approach there. Anyway, that's all I want Sky4 Sim for. This data. Okay, so that's done. Let's get the tie downs set to go. Oops. Actually, yeah, tie downs over here. Chalk in. Other wing. Chalk in. Tie down. Pitot cover. And then tail. Get that done. And then our delivery. My spare clothes, since I'll be staying for a day or more, and delivering. All right. That does it for that. Close the door. Lock it. All right. Well, thanks for joining me on this flight, this nice scenic flight down to Kentucky. As per usual, I'll be putting in the expense report in the description so that you know kind of where I'm at in the simple economy that I've set up for myself. And on the next one, we'll see which next hub I'll be going to, whether it's back to Waynesville or if it's to one of the other outlier hubs from the middle of Waynesville. We'll see how far the distance is. It should be much shorter than before, but we'll see. We'll see. But go ahead and like this video if you enjoy this kind of content, and then leave a comment as well to see how I did, or to comment on how I did with my flight today. If there are any areas of improvement, or if you just like the flight in general. But until then, this is Call Sign Scooter, and I am signing off.